Hey everyone, nerdygymbros here. Today we're talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I've been playing it. Both of us have been playing it since the very first one. It's in. I want to say it's in my top 5 series of all time.
Definitely.
I'm so happy that they're finally doing an RPG with it.
A full-fledged
RPG with it, with Odyssey. I mean, I love like Ezio's trilogy. Obviously, I'm still sad they killed Desmond. I mean, that I wasn't expecting that. I really loved Unity. We played it later on, so we didn't have to.
I never played Unity.
Yeah, you
I
never
still haven't
Unity.
played Syndicate, Unity, or Origins. I haven't gone up yet.
Yeah, so I loved Unity. I was devastated at the ending of that. What was it? After that, Syndicate, I absolutely loved. Evie and Jacob were fantastic. And then my favorite Assassin's Creed to date. I can't really say that. I really liked Black Flag. So I'm gonna say it ties Black Flag just because of the story. Origins. Bayek and Aya, by far my favorite couple in the Assassin's Creed universe. I was gonna say because if you include other games, that would be weird. But Bayek and Aya were by far my 2 favorite characters they've ever had. How about that? Bayek and Aya were my 2 favorite characters they ever had in Origins, besides for Ezio. I loved Bayek's character, and what absolutely crushed me was the ending of the game.
Yeah.
They love each other so much, but they can't be together because of their duty. It's poetic and it breaks my heart.
Their duty and what happened.
With everything. But I loved Origins. I always wanted, even when they first came out with it, I mean, after Italy and everything with Ezio, I always wanted for an Assassin's Creed game to take place in Egypt. And then we got Origins. And then while I was playing Origins, I even said this to you, it would be really cool, an Assassin's Creed game in Greece. And bam, they're like, here's Odyssey. So here we are at Odyssey now. They're making it all about player choice. This is fantastic. For me,
to the point of dialogue.
I know we have dialogue choices, which is awesome. As Mass Effect fans and BioWare fans, I love dialogue choices. So I'm absolutely excited that they've made Odyssey an RPG. I mean, I'm really looking forward to
the departure from the original formula. Major departure from the original formula, where it's completely linear and the most customization.
Yeah, because they even said that there's going to be multiple endings. There's
romance options.
Exactly.
But overall,
I think it's a great step.
No, I wasn't saying.
What I mean by that is, to me, it opens up such more avenue for the Assassin's Creed series. I mean, to me, this is a great first step for obviously not a first step, but it's a great step to making the series even more beloved, even more fantastic, even more story driven.
Definitely. And with giving the players choice in the overall gameplay of it, you can have not only multiple different ways to approach missions and different outcomes of those missions, but for each player they might have a different experience based on what choices they ended up making. And one of the things I ended up reading about it was saying that it's not dealing with here's a good ending, here's a bad ending, and you'll have these 2 paths. It's sort of like in the vein of ancient Greece and like Socrates and stuff, where it's making everything basically a gray area, where you have to really question, is what you're doing right, and what makes it right?
Right.
And is it
that gets down to perspective.
Yeah. And order versus freedom and all that kind of stuff, which has been the fight of assassins and Templars anyways. I find it a bit, when they introduced the Assassin's Blade in Origins, and that was the origin of the Assassin's
Blade?
The Blade, but the group itself.
Right.
I was curious to why they went back even further in time then, since this is taking place before Origins, because now, as far as we know, you're taking away the ability to use the hidden blade, which has been the hallmark of the series
right
up until this point, and you've taken away, as the white robes, the concept of
But
it. I mean,
then-
you have different outfits. It's not just the Spartan helmet. We saw
Right.
that. But you've gotten rid of the patent little eagle.
But where
hoods.
did I can't remember, and you can let us know down in the comments if I get this wrong. But where did Aya get the hidden blade from? Because it was given to her,
Cleopatra
and I think
or
it was
something?
from Cleopatra. But wasn't like the first assassination with it? Like I think it was like set in Altair story. But wasn't it like killing Xerxes or something? So to
I'm
me,
not really sure.
I honestly feel like the hidden blade's gonna make an appearance. Whether halfway through the story or at the end of the story. I mean, granted, we have King Leonidas' spear, which I think is
I'm cool
fantastic, and I love the fact that there's the Spartan kick in it. I mean, I think every trailer that's come out so far, there's been at least one Spartan kick, which I think is brilliant.
One other thing I'm curious about with Leonidas' sword is that it's already been said that it's a
First
first civilization artifact, which, I mean, obviously they showed how you have different skills and you can use them and everything. That's also more of an RPG thing that I find cool. Like the Spartan kick, I'm pretty sure was an ability, and the Leonidas' spear is what powers these moves. So I'm curious how it's going to work in game,
Mm-hmm.
because
Well, they
you're
said that you
giving-
can build up the adrenaline and then do the move.
well, I know you have to build up your adrenaline to do it, so that's kind of, I guess, what keeps you from being able just to spam it all the time. But by starting out with the player having this immensely powerful first civilization weapon, I wonder how it's going to affect the overall gameplay and telling.
Well, you
the
haven't
story.
played Origins yet,
Yeah.
and the combat is completely different.
Yeah.
I love the new combat. I thought it was more strategic's the wrong word, but I felt like instead of just like hitting X or just countering and then doing a move, I literally felt like you had to more or less think your way through it. I liked it anyways because you couldn't just bludgeon your way through the enemy. You had to plan and shit.
Yeah, I suppose. I haven't played that yet, or Syndicate or anything like that, so I haven't. I mean, obviously those are two different combat modes now, and Odyssey is following more of the Origins, probably a bit different in its own way, though. Whether more advanced or whatever, I don't know, but the thing is I enjoyed the counter kills. I loved the chain kills where you could counter kill and then just go around killing. Like he has many guards and everything on you, and just
Right.
go through and double kill and everything. I enjoyed that thoroughly. So the fact that that's gone, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I had a few reasons why I ended up not playing Unity, besides just not having time to do it. But that was one of the reasons why I wasn't particularly enthused about Unity, was because they got rid of the counter kill, and counter kill is one of my favorite parts of it, just because you could literally have so many people on you and then just go through and combo your way, killing them one by one. And to me, that was like, oh, that makes us like a really badass master assassin, because
Right.
that's how, to me, a master assassin would act. Granted, I'm sure that the combat is probably more challenging now, and that is probably something overall that was wanted by people, and that makes it have more life, I guess, where it's not just you walking through everything and everyone. So I'm curious to see how the combat ends up in Odyssey, and how Leonidas' spear affects the overall gameplay.
One thing I'm extremely excited about though is naval combat makes its return. I
Yeah.
was so happy with the little like sneak peek they gave us in Origins when you're eye on a few missions, but it makes its full 100% return. This makes me happy. I like totally forgot that they didn't have cannons back there.
Yeah.
So like all of a sudden they're throwing spears. I'm like, shoot your cannons! Oh wait, no cannons. But I'm happy that they're naval combat is making its return. I think the water looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
Completely.
definitely. And I think it's cool that we can cleave ships in half now.
That
And we can
makes me
also
happy.
go back to boarding ships and basically
That was like when we
ancient
were-
pirates.
Yeah, when we were watching, I'm like, oh, I really hope we can board ships, and then you can board ships. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, being ancient pirates and
I'm really happy about the cleaving the ships part. That I think is my favorite part. I'm still gonna board ships. I love that's a very piratey thing to do, and I absolutely love that. So I'm definitely gonna be boarding the ships still, but I'm definitely gonna be.
well, you gotta
cleaving.
remember that the difference between Assassin's Creed Black Flag boarding, from what we can tell, and this one's boarding is that Assassin's Creed Black Flag boarding, you could board in the middle of a giant battle
Yeah.
and take it over and get health from that ship. where now you have to cleave ships to get health.
Yeah.
So
It'll definitely be more strategic on order.
yeah.
Where, all right, do I board this ship? Do I cleave this ship? Let's say if there's more ship than a couple ships coming after you or whatever. I'm definitely looking forward to the naval combat. I'm really happy that we have an eagle again for the Vision. I loved Senu. Senu by far.
I haven't got to experience any.
Oh, it is
side is still old Eagle Vision.
Senu's better than Eagle Vision. I will fight you if you say otherwise. Senu is better than Eagle Vision. I absolutely loved Senu.
Well, technically Senu is Eagle Vision.
You know what I mean?
And whatever a new bird is.
Yeah, I don't
The only
know the name yet.
problem I have with it is that I liked Eagle Vision a lot. I mean, I'm sure Senu and the new bird is probably a really cool mechanic. I just haven't experienced it yet, but what I liked about Eagle
We
Vision
need to get him catched up.
But what I liked about Eagle Vision is like a unique ability specific to
Right.
assassins. So that was something I always thought was cool about Eagle Vision. And
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll like the Eagles themselves.
I think I love it. Then I know we're gonna differ on this completely, but I'm excited that Layla's back in the game. I feel look, and the reason behind that is, and I'm gonna argue this point, is the fact that we haven't really gotten like the Desmond time frame at all. Like we're sitting there, like in
Collecting sticky notes. And
yeah, like we were the Exterior employee, and I thought it was brilliant when Rebecca and Sean were there. I mean, I thought it was fantastic. But the thing is, I loved Desmond's story. Heartbroken when he died. But I like Layla's character a lot. She's just, I know you don't, you think she's very, what was it?
She has a very high opinion of herself, and that arrogance. It's not just the fact that she's arrogant; it's just that she's like overly arrogant in everything, basically. Because she has a genius IQ, I guess, or whatever, from what I remember picking up. But her attitude just irritates the crap out of me. Where Desmond was tolerable for me. Like, I never disliked Desmond. I mean, the first one, he was kind of
like Frodo.
Well, in the first one, I don't really recall much about it. I just remember
he was sitting there trying to deny it for like I think 90% of the game, and then like the last 10% he was like, "Okay, yeah, you caught me."
But I like Desmond, the second one, and the literal second one.
Right. Yeah. That
Brotherhood. We were.
I know. I'm trying to think of the
Monte
place.
Regione.
Yeah, I think the second one we left and we fled.
Yeah, we went to Monte Regione. Because the second one we were in the Assassin's base.
Yes, that's right. And then that's right.
Third Elevations we were in the Animus, which was, we'll never talk about that again.
That was stupid.
And then 3 was finally when Desmond, to me, it was really cool because we got to go around being a
that was my.
assassin.
I absolutely loved it when we were Desmond and we were like you said, modern day assassin. We're going into these places. That fulfilled me deeply.
And seeing in, I think it was Syndicate, the one Russian lady, the modern day assassin.
Yes.
Like that makes me want to play as a modern day assassin. Yeah. It's just that Layla, specifically, I would love to play as the Russian lady. I would love to play as any character.
But that's what I'm hoping
from
Layla, is I want that type of modern day assassin again. I want her to grow through the Animus, like Desmond did. And as she's learning more and more about the assassin, and as she's creating more other bonds, obviously not Desmond's father, he's a dick. Yeah, but like with Sean and Rebecca and the one Russian lady, for the life of me I can't remember the name of right now, but creating these other bonds, I would really like to see her like become a full-fledged assassin. Like get that modern day assassin story back in there, because I absolutely loved it. Get Juno's shit back in there, because I want to put a blade into her throat because she took my Desmond away from me. But I don't literally mean that.
I know you're looking for.
You have a lot of reservations, but you have more reservations about a lot of things that I don't. Where I'm kind of like, all right, just fucking do it, let's go. And you're like, I don't think this is a good idea.
It's just I don't find Layla's character specifically.
But her character can grow.
I know, and I hope that she does grow, but currently where her character is at, I don't enjoy her.
Well, you gotta remember, she's very standoffish right now because she just lost her best friend.
Oh.
And in all honesty, I really don't believe she's dead. Her best friend, I think her name was Diana? D? I remember her nickname was D, maybe. I don't remember. You're making me question myself. You're just sitting there,
I'm
talking.
sure, I don't know.
But I really believe she's not dead. I think she's still alive.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But then again, I don't remember if it was Abstergo that got to her, because if it was Abstergo, then yeah, she's probably dead. That or she's being held somewhere to use against Layla further on. But either way, I really want to see Layla's character grow. I really want to see more of a modern. I want to see her turn into a modern assassin where we can go out on missions as her. But I'm excited she's back in it, and I know you're not, but I am. So
I hope she grows. I hope that they can make her character something that I will enjoy the story of. Just currently, right now, I'm not excited about.
I hope her and Rebecca become friends because they both Layla created.
They're probably gonna butt heads on everything.
Just because of ego.
Yeah, well, Layla specifically on ego, and then Rebecca. And last we knew, Rebecca was injured.
No, she was still alive.
Oh, she was alive.
I heard somewhere that she was still alive, which made me happy because you can't kill Rebecca and Sean. You can kill Desmond, but don't take away Sean. Don't take away Sean and Rebecca. But I'm absolutely excited for Assassin's Creed. I'm always happy when an Assassin's Creed game comes out. But what they're doing with Odyssey, I mean, the RPG elements, where it takes place, I mean, that in itself is amazing. I mean, I've always wanted it. Now the next game that can go like to Japan or China or something, I'm just throwing this out there now, and I will be completely 100%. I could die the next day, and I would be happy. But yeah, so that's why we're excited about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Some of us more than others. Ty just has a lot of reservations, but he's like that about a lot of things. But either way, I'm absolutely excited for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I look forward to what they're going to do with the story. I look forward to where the series is going to go next, and I look forward to playing the game. And I think it's like comes out in October, like maybe the 2nd or the 4th or something like that. I think it's at the beginning of the month. But that's besides the point. Either way, I'm excited. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, let us know why you're excited for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and last but not least, make sure you subscribe to our channel where we talk about other video game things. So many video games, so little time. But that's it overall, so this is Nerdy Gym Bros, signing off.